Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Yara Show, weekly show at 8 o'clock Mountain Time, 10 o'clock Mountain, Eastern. Boy, I'm already tired, I can tell. Tonight's show is about patterns. I am going to give you the best I can with my limited knowledge. So hopefully I give you something that you're not familiar with or you're surprised about and learn something from me. Uh, to let everybody know, starting next week, Mr. Northeast Picker will be back as my co-host. So let's all give him a congratulations for coming back next week. On Friday night at 6 o'clock Mountain, 8 o'clock Eastern, I will be over on uh, Wesley GW's channel. She will be interviewing me about living with difficulties or something to that effect for one of her best year ever 2016 episodes. So please come over and watch. That'll be interesting for me. And let's see who's here. Well, I'll give some more people to come in. We got Swamp Picker. We have Dwayne, who is actually early tonight. Surprise, surprise. We have Lisa, Mitten State. We have Neil. We have Scotty, and I'm sure Heather's somewhere listening. Let's see. Anybody else? Not that I can see yet. So, hope you're all having leisure Picker and Steven Scroggins. So, and I see Brett just walked in. There's Chick Picker. I got you, Chick. I maybe Krista said about doing a question mark or using caps for your question. He will be trying to repeat questions for me if I miss them because I will be doing some screen shares tonight. But I based this show on a lot of you asking how my patterns were going. You were asking how my stash was and all of that. Well, during last weekend, I got up to 11 drafts, which we put into circulation on eBay on Monday or Sunday night on slash Monday morning. And I am now officially up over 100 listings again at 109. So, yay me. Or should I say, yay us, me and the wife. But we counted, or I say she counted the box behind me here. And you can see there are literally 45 more patterns to go through in that box alone. And somebody I know, I don't know if they were joking around with me or not, has offered to send me 23 more patterns because they don't know anything about patterns at all, even though they are good friends with somebody that does patterns. So, and a bookworm of doom, nice to see you from the UK. So, again, I'm saying I'm doing all this information based on my little limited knowledge. So, I just felt like this is a good time for a show. Swap, you say you have 200 plus you need research. Well, here's a little bit of research for you, but not much. There are various years of patterns. They are still making patterns to this day. Okay, you'll see later on in my screen share I have that there's actually pattern books that are from the 40s and such. But for example, I'm going to show you a couple of the ones that I have here. Here's a McCall's Crafts. Okay. I don't know if how this is looking. Okay. It's called pattern 8937, and if you notice on the side here, it says size size 2-4. That is the size of the person it will fit, from my knowledge. But this also has, it's going to be kind of hard to read this, but underneath the 8937 here in the corner, it says 12 pieces, which means this pattern can make up to 12 pieces of the costume. Speaking of costume, with summer coming, I gotta get these up so they can go for Halloween. And I saw Coco showing up tonight. So welcome, Coco. Here's a Simplicity Crafts, which pattern 8765. Okay. You can make it into a hat. And let's see what else can you, purse. And I think another bag. They have different letters. They go A, B, C, and D. So you can make it into a vest. You can make it into a hat and a purse of some sort. So, but this is all one size, meaning you can do up in this corner. They show the sizes. It says one size, extra small, small, medium, large, and extra large. Plus, they show European sizes. So, T, P, P, M, G, and TG. Don't ask me what those stand for in sizes. I don't know European sizes. Dwayne, you asked what do patterns usually sell for? The prices can vary depending on who they are made from, and who as a designer. For example, I have a pattern up for the Guy LaRouche that goes for pretty good money. I believe we have them up for $22 on eBay. Hello, Tanya. So, yes, it can vary in pieces. I will be showing you the prices in a bit with a screen share. Here's another. This at this time I can't. Was make sure it's the same one. Nope, it wasn't that one. This is called a Simplicity house pattern for a bed. It envelope contains easy to follow instructions cards with fully illustrated step-by-step directions telling how to create the 10 fabulous bed covers featured. No, Lisa Mitten asked if do I sell any on Amazon? No, I do not. But if you look at this corner, this at the time I haven't seen a year yet on this, was sold for $3 a package. So I'll look and see if there's a year on it. And this is pattern 122, which is a 1 unit. And I have here another Simplicity house, which is one size for curtains and swags. And it makes, oh, it doesn't say how many it makes. But it has different ways you can make them. And this also says one size. I believe the patterns that others are used to, or what I'm trying to maybe showing in a bit, Here's a couple that we got, or that we actually got up this weekend. Okay, gotta make sure I'm showing myself better. Simplicity Easy Chick, Simplicity number 9760, size DD. At the time, the price for this was $11.95 in the US. So, and this actually makes 9 pieces: a top, a short shirt, pants, and 2 different style pants as well. At the front picture, you can see on the front. And so I said, oh, his kinds are female dress. Yeah, I have a couple of those too. Here's a Vogue Creative pattern 9750. Now each of these patterns do come in different sizes, where they may have one. This one says size 6, 6, 8, 10. They might have ones that are 2, 4, 6, or 2, 4 for smaller sizes, or 12 and up to go up to the extra large and stuff like that. So you gotta be careful on what ones you're looking at. Right, the one I just showed you went from full size. This one goes from size 4, 6, 8, 10. So Chick, you said that you have some packages of patterns, but they have been opened and used, but the pattern piece is still there. Should I trash or the open used one, or hang on to them? I'd list them because certain people still may want to use, if they need the exact size, if they don't have to worry about cutting its size and finding fabric, or all they have to do is find a fabric, they can just cut their fabric to the size and make their clothes. For example, Dwayne asked earlier about the prices, and I say, hi there, Dawn. And Dawn, just so you know, Chris will be back next week on our the show as the co-host. So I'm going to do a screen share here, so bear with me if you ask any questions. Okay. There are a lot of different brands to look for. Hopefully this will help you, Dwayne. I'm going to be showing eBay, Etsy, and Bonanza. Hello there, Dwayne. Hi, Sadie. Dwayne, a couple of good names are McCall's, Simplicity New Look, which is owned by Simplicity. Steven, that says nowadays folks download patterns online. That is the only thing that I can see about selling them. That no, they already open them because they can't download 1940 patterns. Crafty Caregiver said Vogue gets good prices too. That's another thing. So here I'm going to show you. I just typed in pattern on eBay. Here, a vintage 1940s apron from Simplicity, sizes 10 to 20. Now that's 1940 sizes. I don't know how they work into today, but they got 46 people watching it for $4.99 free shipping. Here's another jumpsuit, Simplicity, at $6.98. 15 people watching. Here's a lot of them. Made for 18-inch girl doll clothes. You actually they want you to pick a pattern for $3.85. Here's another person, ruffle apron, new simplicity at $4.99 has sold 236. So let's do some completed listings since we were asking about the prices. Out of 285,560 listings. Okay, that we all know about the green. The black, actually, from what I was told from the West, she found this out. Black actually means that it was relisted, and these are actually for pattern. Okay, buttons. I never just got to put pattern in, so I can understand that. So I should put pattern. There we go. Drop it down to 15,000. But here's a lot of Frederick Cabbage Patch doll clothes. So anybody that's selling has old patterns. They have other old Cabbage Patch dolls that may not have clothes. There you go. Look for something like that. Or if you find them, you can sell them. There's Simplicity Baby doll clothes, McCall's doll clothes. Oh, let's see. These are the things, and let's do price highest first. A lot of 140 patterns for 18-inch doll clothes and accessories. Uncut, which and folded means that they are brand new. That I do know. 25 bids, you got to $203. So that's granted, that's a little less than $1 a pair, and less than $2 a pattern. But that's not too shabby, depending on how much you like. For my lot, I paid the whole $6. So 600. Say I was able to do 100, whatever the 45 I had left into that, I wouldn't mind complaining about it. Swamp, I will be showing Etsy next in my screen share. If you notice, I have Etsy here and I have Bonanza. So now let's go with the sold listings because there's a lot of 203, 106 for a doll mix box. If you notice, they say, well, I don't say doll. This one does not. Folkwear, I've never even heard of that brand. Vintage clothing patterns. Sewing embroidery, a lot of 45 plus photos catalog. One bid, $99. You're the bid best offer. So if you get them in a good enough lot and you find the right ones, okay, just for, I'll put calls in. Here's Frederick McCall's Simplicity. All three that I mentioned that I have here. $87. Alternate 51. 9 bids, $50 for 60 of them. So they didn't, kind of what they had into it, they didn't make much money. So, see if there's any questions. Well, I saw the Etsy one. Swamp Picker. Can you capitalize the word question or put question marks in front of it so I can catch it later? Sometimes I'm having a hard time seeing that. It would help. That's why I don't have it co-host this week, so a lot of $15 clothes with all different names. 35. So look for the ones that you can use for dolls, and there you go. Doll clothing, $32.95 for 16 to 18 of them. 79 for $46. That's offer accepted. out of 19. So say you get 19 of them just for $6, and you go into 30. There you go, not counting your fees. Okay. Okay, one individual. Vintage, 1936 McCall's Shirley Temple 18-inch movie doll clothes. $20. Baby clothes, doll clothes, or baby water babies, which are craft patterns. $19. $20. 34 McCall's, not $20. Or so. Yeah, I'll go to McCall. I typed in McCall's pattern earlier here on Etsy. This is Etsy, everybody. Whoa. 71,666 results on Etsy. Sorry here, Chris. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Yes, Swamp, there are ones that have better names on famous people. Like I said earlier, that I have nothing sold yet, but there are ones that people look out for with names on them. For example, we listed a bridesmaid wedding dress, and it sold pretty quick this past weekend. Okay, they're on Etsy. They're $3.75, $6, $5, $2.40. So there you go. Somebody wants really, it's a mega sale. Cheerleader costumes for your kids. So if you want to try making money on the outside, buy on Etsy and sell on eBay. 1960s ruffled blouse, sorry. A size 14 to the bust 36, $13.95. Now here's what I wanted to show everybody. 1950s McCall's Pattern book catalog, 64 pages. The holiday 1954 or the 58, 59. $48 for a book. And they actually have writing in the book. Now I don't see too many good details, so we should. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out see if there's any more questions, and do this at the same time. So I'm sorry if I'm too quiet at times. Okay, here's a couple more for just under McCall's. Now, mind you, that said, 71,675 results in all categories for McCall's Pattern. I didn't go into deep detail. Late 1950s pattern for $6. So there are various prices. Here's a vintage McCall's Pattern, don't know how old. 1970, 2-length top and pants and a maternity dress, size 14. They want $15. I'll jump over to Bonanza. Now I just type in patterns again. Now, each one has an X amount of items already in it. So I'm just going to click this first one that has 693 items. $4.75, $8.99, $5.14, $5, $20. Oh, for Fievel Goes West costume. Pattern for 3 through 8. So, 1991, 41 pieces. to make 3 of the costumes. But the crazy part is he gave away boxes of these about 4 years ago, still kicking himself in the rear for it. So see? Let's see. Talking about the tornadoes and stuff in Texas, in Kentucky. Any more? I'll tell you if there's any more questions. Oh, I'm sorry about this. Like I said, I'm trying to catch y'all and go back to Bonanza for a bit. Vintage 1984 pattern for $12.99. $8.99. $4. Shirt tails. Here's another pattern for Simplicity Shirt Tail. Never even heard of this group. See right on the tag there says the pattern says it's $4. They're asking 10 at a discount. Vintage Simplicity Shirt Tails Stuffed Animals pattern from 1983. So you never know what you might find out there. See, down here, cow, dog, cat stuffed animals. There are a lot of different patterns out there that can make you money. And if people don't know what they have in their at the yard sales, you could make a killing. Everybody, I told you all I got these my patterns at $6, and I swear there was at least 100, if not more. I got 45 that I told you about behind me. I have at least 20 something listed, or that did that, or if they haven't sold yet. I made my money back in the fourth quarter last year. So here's another sewing pattern camera costume. $9.79 on Bonanza. Probably know they might be doing transferring these from eBay. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, this is strange. Search Amazon. Wait, no, I don't want to search Amazon, but Kitchen is adult paddock product. Okay, I don't know where they got this. All that information. Factory folded, unused, and uncut, which means it's new. I put my stuff as used, even with it being uncut, because of the way the patterns, the envelopes come. Some might have tears or some might not. I'd rather have them say that I describe the pattern's envelope as well as the pattern itself good enough. So I see we got about 15 watchers or so. I hope you're enjoying what I'm giving you. If you like it, please hit the like button. Let's see, there's a Western for the guys. See, most of the clothes you've seen are for girls or costumes. Well, here's the one for cowboys. For $14.65. Yet these people are gonna love me because I'm giving them enough value views for you guys watching. So now I said that's how much of a difference. This costume pattern here is $285. There's one for $14.65. So depending on what if they do your research. I don't know anything about this pattern, but why is it always on only $285? So another what is it with these kitchen ones? I don't know what they're doing. I think there's next, Scotty. Crafty says it's a newer pattern. Now, Crafty, if I know your real name and I knew who, and I could have invited you on as a guest to talk about this. Like I said, I invite as no, one wolf. Bonanza does not do auctions, so this is a buy it now price. The 285, all these prices are buy it nows. Bonanza does not do auctions. You can in your booth, but you can't do it in the on the listing itself. So compare those prices I was just showing you to what we saw on Etsy. 450, 4, 6, 650, $68 for a rare. Here you go. There's the answer your question about the name. Rare Pauline Tregear vintage sewing pattern, McCall's pattern, $65.99. Evening cocktail dress, 1962, size 14, $68. So there you go, Swamp. Just put your answer. That ones with names on it, go. They may not sell fast. Because there are some patterns that are going to be long tail per se, but if you get the right one at the right season and the right buyer, it will go fast. Here's another one with the pattern. The cost of the pattern was $1.75. It looks like 1950, or no, not 50. See, here's a women's, and it's a McCall's Carefree pattern for $8.13. So with one name in a different year, it jumps $50. Hey, Shiny Penny, I'm doing all right. Hey, Joe, it's okay. As long as everybody's getting their information. I'm doing a screen share about this stuff, so there's another one that's $269. So on Bonanza. I go back to eBay, sold the lots. Well, let's see. We'll just do US only for some fun. $51 for 14 bids for 15 patterns that are Barbie clothes. So look at the patterns that you're looking at. You might be getting baby doll clothes that you can make money on. So this one's 6 bids for 2105 for 27 patterns. So I haven't seen too many questions. Oh, so you finally sold it, huh, Joe? You sold your exercise machine finally? Well, it's about time. Maybe we'll talk about it after the after you're at the after show hangout, so you can talk about it. I know you want to. crafty caregiver says she finds Vogue name designers from 50s and 60s sell high and fast. So, no, Owen Wolf, he was selling a exercise machine. For $12. The name it calls. Let's try, just for your fun. Yeah, in space. Budrick is another name brand. So if you, so let's say you get 20 patterns for $6, and then you get this in here. You know, you can at least get 20 for it. There's somebody on Bonanza asking for it. And it's for a war gown costume. Size 14 to 20, Renaissance dress. So anybody that likes to go into the Ren faders and that type of stuff may pick this stuff up. It's a vintage Butterick pattern child's nightgown, roll PJ, size 10 for $2. How vintage? Maybe we could snag it. For $2? I don't know. Especially with that description. From the 60s. And no envelope. That looks like an envelope to me. See? So these are things that you'd be getting in the envelope itself. Okay, now I see why it's $2 because they didn't have the actual envelope. So let's see. Forget how you can, if you can do highest price on here. Oh, sort by relevancy. Let's see. Highest price. Just for the. Okay, those are ads up top, so forget those. Okay, new vintage sewing pattern, 800 pieces from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Women's and kids for $650. That's not even $1 a piece. If you really want to go through it, you could possibly make your money back. Oh, and they said even 90s. And they actually accept Etsy gift cards. Whatever those are. Talk to the Etsy sellers about that. Boy, from $650 down to $295 for one top and see, here you go again. Owen Wolf. Not Owen Wolf. Swamp Picker. $295 for a Broderick top and pants size 14, 16, and 18 from David Warren. Yeah, everybody, I should tell you this, that when you're watching these and they go blurry and stuff, it's on your videos themselves. I've noticed that when I've watched other shows that they however they work it, Google will or YouTube will put you at the lowest viewing. I've had to actually move mine up to HD to watch Picker's Church, and I know they're not blurry. Berta says, click to open expanded view Japanese kimono pattern folkwear. So she just explained what folkwear was to me. And she also says, Vogue doll clothes are good dollars. My wife says, and most of you think, but I'm going to read this for viewers I watch later. One of the most expensive patterns sold was for a vintage 1940s dress and jacket sewing pattern, size 20 to 38. Wait, what? It sold for 20,000. Yeah, 2,000. $2,025. So yeah, you can get money. So I'm not even alive on my own feet anymore. So I must just kill it. So Roxy also says the beauty of patterns is that you can make your own to fit you and not have to search for your store sizes for either bad designs or just don't fit you. So if you find, okay, Dwayne, you say thanks for the info. Here you go. If you want to become a cowboy since you're in Utah for the Halloween's one time and rope in your wife or something, I just showed you where you can get a cowboy costume. So I'll go back to Bonanza. Well, what did I have in for Bonanza? I'll do Vogue and Bonanza for everybody's enjoyment. Here's, let's see, we'll try 213 items for Vogue Saturn patterns. No, we don't want, they don't do the prices on this one. Dang it. Let's see, 931, 856. I'm looking for a higher end one on Vogue, in the Vogue, so you can see what, $9 to $10, 11.99, 12.86. The wife says, so if you still don't want to, we may pay postage. I'm not gonna wait for Halloween. I said that on my thing because of the fact of what we've been going through. And as Roxy was saying, remember that people that are gonna be making these patterns have to have time. It's not gonna take a day unless they sit there for a whole day to figure it out. Oh yeah, the Vogue knitting in Vogue. Okay, so they actually have knitting patterns from the 30s to the 80s. It looks like it's a book. Yep, it's a hardbound book. So there's a book for you. You can even buy there's both books. See, for $8.38. I was trying to say for $8.98 or $8.95. So I'm gonna stop sharing now and hope you guys are getting enough information. Do we have any more questions? The Crazy Card asks, what selling platform seems to pull the most money on these? It depends on exactly what you're trying to sell. So, like you saw on the Bonanza, I believe it was Bonanza, or the Etsy, there was one for 20 or $800 for all those patterns. Or no, 800 patterns for X amount. We have I've sold a $20 pattern in the winter, last winter during the fourth quarter for a Russian hat. So your YDMF2. How do you remove smells from patterns? I cannot answer that question. I will be trying to get a hold of a guest in the future about doing more on patterns because they literally sell patterns on the mobile. So, but they were out of the country this weekend or this week, so I couldn't get them in. I well, let's. Oh no, I believe we have a pattern up that's up for $22 right now, but I think it's the one I told you about, Dwayne. It's the Russian hat one was I think $20, and that was with the wife doing the research and stuff like that for me. She's more of the pattern person, so what I've been doing is putting them in drafts with what information I get off of it, and then she tweaks it, and I put up a price myself. So hey there, little Kyle. Let's see. Crafty caregivers answering your question. Why DMF2? So I will read it for everybody else. She says silicone gel. Put it in plastic bag and a set 2 to 3 days. Just missed all my screen sharing. You're catching it near the end. Johnny, yes, it does matter if it's cut up. Cut up means it's used. It's not new. It's not unused, and so it's not going to be as popular or able to make money. But a person that might want to fit that size will buy it just. It does matter because somebody that might be that size will be able to buy it and just make something with a fabric. But if there's a different size that they like that, they can't find the pattern. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to buy it from you because they can't adjust it. Dwayne, Roxy answered the question for you. She said actually she remembers us selling $39.99 for an outfit. So Kyle, Roxy actually helps me sell. So no, she doesn't sell full time. We're trying, but we're working around her rehab and her surgeries and everything else. So, like I said earlier, that you missed, we actually got up to 109 listings over the weekend by getting up another 11 patterns from the drafts to the actually putting them on. Mr. Sadie, I got the idea because a lot of people were asking me in Facebook and in the group shows how things were going with my pattern. So I just figured I might as well answer the question with as much information I can get, plus do some of the screen sharing, so it's not just me talking. Well, I'll still be talking, but you can see that I'm not just blowing smoke up somebody's butt. So I got about 10 more minutes or so for the show. If there's any more questions that I can possibly answer, please ask. Well, they're called patterns, but you would have to go by their name. There's Vogue. There's different names, Kyle. There's Vogue, Simplicity, New Look, which is owned by Simplicity. There's Broderick that owns a couple of other companies. There's also McCall's. Those are all the bigger names. If you go into eBay, actually, I'll do another screen share for this part. And I will go to eBay. Let's take out McCall's. Okay. Go under crash. Let's take out souls. Let's see all categories. So that way we can see they got in sewing and fabric, needles, crafts and yarn, art supplies, home. That's all under crafts. You want to be under sewing and fabric, sewing, sewing patterns. Now we don't want to specify what, but you got all these different things you can have: skirts, shirts, pants, mixed lots, which means more than one type of thing, dress, doll clothing, which as you can see, 502. I think that's a 5. Costume, 14. Coat and jacket. Age groups, ironically, child and adult are the highest ones. Now let's see all brands. They have Butter, well, these are the ones that are listed. Butterick, Cabbage Patch, McCall. See, 2056 McCall patterns. 29 in Simplicity. Simplicity New Look, which is owned by Simplicity. Stitch and Save. Unbranded, which people don't know the brand. And others that are not specified. So, let's see what happens when we do that. Now wait a minute, this says it's not specified, but it's right there in the title. McCall's. 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 How can they say those weren't specified? Oh, because they went back to McCall's pattern clothes. That's why. That didn't make any sense to me. So, hopefully that helped you out a little bit, Kyle, about brand names. Leisure Picker says he saw Burger brand sell as well too. I've never heard of that brand. So there we go. Kyle, yeah, we have a lot of eBay, but we have all our eBay listings going to Bonanza too. So, but most of our sales are coming from eBay right now. I sold one pattern over in Bonanza in January. Roxy says Vogue Paris original potato design that sold for $580. So for teens learning to sew, there are cheap patterns they can buy for seasoned sewers. They can make a killing. Night, Nikki. Hope you get enough sleep. Roxy also says the patterns can sell all year round, so that's why we're listing them all year round. Crafty Caregiver says a real good sewing pattern is called Hollywood Patterns, usually in black and white, and price was 15 to 25 cents. Dwayne asks, do you prefer to lot them or sell them individually? We have been selling them individually. I do have, if you look behind me, well, how am I going to show this to you? I don't know. But behind the box here, we have this, what is it, the poly bag. There is actually 18 patterns in there that I put into a Facebook group that is for selling patterns and such. And I'm asking $50 shipped. I haven't had any bites yet, but I'm at least trying the group out to see how it would do. So, depending on what you're looking for, where you're going, you can get patterns for good. Something I know, I haven't gone to the local thrift store, not thrift store, the local yard sale area, well, what they call the trading post in town, where somebody sell. I think the guy selling it for 25 to 50 cents a piece. So if I could turn around making money off it, I would love it. But it just costs $1.20 each way to take the bus. I'm not gonna walk to the south side by myself. Sorry, not that desperate. Classic Caregiver says the Hollywood ones are from the 30s and 40s and sell really well. Yard sale we sell in every brand that we have here. All the ones that remained. Simplicity New Look, Rogue, Roderick. I don't know. The Crazy Car says good show, thank you. He says maybe some haul videos one day. I don't know about the haul videos. I started out doing haul videos, but something tells it's just I'm not the type to really get into doing the haul videos. I did that first, but now that I got a house full of stuff, I don't go out to do actual hauls. If anything, I can call things in from the house, as you can see. I got the patterns, I got the baskets, so I don't necessarily have to do a haul video to do a video. I got a whole room next door full of stuff from when I was in the flea market. I still gotta go through. I still got products that I have listed and unlisted in my bedroom. So yeah, I got a house full of stuff, like most of us. I gotta get some of the stuff out of here before I try spending money that I'm not making. I know you make money when you buy it, but I am not just gonna go out to get stuff when I got stuff at home I can list. Need to get the house cleaned out soon anyway, so the sooner the better before doing a yard sale. I'd rather do it online and get more money that way than selling this stuff. Well, it wasn't necessarily a haul video there, Steven. It was more or less showing you what I had for a while. Like I said, I got that, I think 100 plus video patterns last summer for $6. So that's over. These some of these patterns are over a year old here. We're doing the best we can listing there, Dwayne. I'm glad we even got up to 109 listings. So, and as the wife says, the way our house looks, we're sitting on $1 billion. So, yeah, that's why I'm not gonna worry about going out and spending money when I can make money by getting this stuff out of here. So we are at the hour. So if there are not any more questions, I am gonna repeat that next week, Mr. Northeast Picker will be here as my co-host on a Wednesday night. And this Friday, I will be over on the Wesley GW show channel doing at 8 o'clock Eastern, doing an interview about living with difficulties. I think that's how she titled it. So I hope to see some of you there. It is an hour. It goes for an hour and a half. So she starts an hour before the resellers post. And Dwayne, you say quit buying and start listing. All that you see behind us, just for very little, what she thought would be good retail arbitrage, has not been buying. She's saying this is all the stuff on this Safeway closing out this month. So she's been going out looking to see what they're throwing out when there's nobody there, just to see if there's something that we can return. The baskets are in the store for maybe a week before they threw them out. So they get them listed either in Facebook or on eBay, depending on maybe not eBay because we don't know how we're going to ship them. But I want to thank everybody for watching. So, like I said, see you Friday if you come to watch Wesley's show. And then she will be my guest on Sunday night for the My Life series. And then, like I said, I have no topic yet for next week, but Mr. Northeast Picker will be back, so maybe he'll be my guest. Well, Paul, catch up to how he's been doing and what's been going on in his life, if he want, as long as how much he's willing to talk about. So, thanks again, everybody, and I will see you Friday night, hopefully.